Imagine waking up one morning, grabbing a handful of old pocket change, and discovering that one small piece of silver-colored metal is worth more than what people spend their entire lives trying to save. Imagine a forgotten quarter, silent, dusty, tucked in a drawer, and suddenly realizing it holds a value so outrageous, so life-shifting, that your heartbeat actually stumbles for a moment. That is the world we are unlocking today. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the American coin market is exploding with hidden wealth. And tonight, right here on True Coin Value, we are stepping into the shadows where legendary standing Liberty quarters hide their thunderous secrets. These are not ordinary coins. These are the rarest of the rare, the kinds of coins that don't just hold money, they hold destiny. But the story becomes even more electrifying because the 5 standing Liberty quarters we are about to reveal are so valuable, so shockingly powerful in the auction world, that collectors are fighting for them like modern-day treasure hunters. And the best part? Any one of these coins could be sleeping right inside your home without you even knowing. As we dive into each coin, I want you to stay with me to the end, because the final values will punch through your expectations and leave your mind spinning. And trust me, YouTube cannot help but push videos like this into the stratosphere. Why? Because these are real coins. Real money. Real treasure hiding in plain sight. The kind of American history that turns into wealth in the blink of an eye. So tighten your seatbelt, breathe deep, and get ready. Because tonight, we are uncovering standing Liberty quarters so valuable, they redefine what treasure really means. And viewers, if you're new here, remember True Coin Value refreshes every single day with breaking discoveries from the world of rare US coins. Now let's begin with coin number 1. There are coins that survive time, and then there are coins that defy it. The 1929 with D standing Liberty quarter is one of those almost mythical survivors. A coin that walked through the Great Depression, through the trembling uncertainty of America's most fragile decade, and somehow remained untouched. Uncirculated, preserved like a relic that refused to bow to history. And tonight, as we reveal the secrets tucked inside this extraordinary piece, stay with me, because this one coin alone has changed the destiny of collectors lucky enough to find it. To truly understand why this coin commands such breathtaking power in today's market, we need to step back into that moment in 1929 when America stood on the cliff of financial collapse. The Denver Mint was producing fewer quarters that year, tightening output as the storm clouds gathered. The standing Liberty design created by the incredible sculptor Herman McNeil was already nearing the end of its run. The glory of Lady Liberty, standing strong with her shield and olive branch, would soon be replaced forever. This makes the final years of the series, especially 1929, burst with historical gravity. Collectors aren't just holding a coin. They're holding the last heartbeat before a chapter of American artistry closed forever. Now imagine, within that already low mintage, a tiny fraction survived in flawless, untouched condition. The 1929 with D that still glimmers with original mint brilliance, still carrying its black spots like ancient fingerprints, unique marks that authenticate its journey. These black spots are not imperfections. They are identity. They tell you this coin is not just uncirculated, it is original, untampered, true to its era. And when collectors see these natural features, their pulses accelerate because coins like this almost never make it into public hands. The composition itself seems simple, 90% silver, 10% copper, but the magic comes from how the silver captures light. These quarters were designed to shine in a way modern coins no longer do. When uncirculated, they glow with a fire-like shimmer that collectors call the Liberty Blaze. This is the blaze that only appears on standing Liberty quarters that were never used, never rubbed away, never exposed to the friction of pockets and palms. And the 1929 with D with black spots holds that blaze with a force that makes seasoned collectors fall silent. The rarity of this coin in uncirculated condition is so extreme that experts sometimes go years without seeing one cross an auction block. And when one finally surfaces, the bidding room transforms. It becomes electric. People lean forward, breathless. The gavel trembles. The air feels charged with the knowledge that a prize of enormous magnitude has entered the arena. Collectors know this isn't just a chance to win a coin, it's a chance to own a treasure that rewrites their entire collection. And yes, now comes the moment of truth. This 1929 with D standing Liberty quarter, in the exact condition we're describing, with its unique black spots and uncirculated presence, does not just hold value. It holds powerful, life-shifting value that can shake a person to their core. Its current market value stands at a staggering $266,580. And yes, this price is absolutely current and absolutely real. Prices like this don't appear every day. They appear once in a generation. And the market is pushing upward, day by day, with no signs of slowing down. Trust me when I say this. Coins of this magnitude do not stay still. They rise. They grow. They evolve into even bigger fortunes. Wait for time and you will see. This is not fiction. This is truth. Now imagine holding that kind of treasure in your hand. Not just money treasure. A treasure that could rewrite a collector's life forever. A piece of history turned into a powerhouse of wealth. When collectors speak of life-changing coins, this is exactly what they mean. So if you ever come across a 1929 with D standing Liberty quarter, especially one with original black spotting and crisp uncirculated surfaces, treat it like a sleeping giant. Protect it. Authenticate it. Grade it with the highest standards. These coins are not simply collected, they are guarded. They are the crown jewels of American numismatics, and the wise collector knows that pieces like this define legacies. And as we conclude the story of coin number 1, remember this. The world of standing Liberty quarters is filled with secrets, surprises, and unimaginable value. And right here on True Coin Value, we bring you freshly updated discoveries every single day. Coins like these remind us that treasure still exists, real treasure, and sometimes it is waiting quietly for the person who knows how to see its worth. Stay with me, because the next coin is even more breathtaking. Next up, if the 1929 with D was a rare echo of the final chapter, then the 1917 S standing Liberty quarter is a roaring signal from the early days of an American masterpiece. This coin did not simply survive history, it battled through it. And tonight, we're stepping into the world of a coin whose journey is so fierce, so soaked in real American grit, that collectors tremble when one emerges onto the market, especially one with the raw, honest brown spotting that confirms its century-long odyssey through time. To understand this coin, we must go back to the early heartbeat of the Standing Liberty series. The year 1917 was a turning point, not just for the United States Mint, but for the nation itself. America had just entered World War I. Factories were roaring. Families were sending their sons overseas. And deep inside the San Francisco Mint, home of some of the rarest treasures Oz ever struck, these quarters were produced with a beauty that defied the chaos of the outside world. The 1917-S is special, not simply because it is old, but because it captures a specific moment in American transformation. This was the year the Standing Liberty design shifted dramatically. Lady Liberty's shield changed. The details sharpened. The entire design evolved. That means the early 1917 strikes, especially from San Francisco, are bursting with historical tension. They're not just coins. They're the physical imprint of a design revolution happening in real time. And your coin, this 1917 with brown spots, in very good condition, tells a story that collectors crave. Brown spotting on an early silver quarter is not a flaw, it is an autograph from history. It's what time tattoos onto a coin when it's been carried, exchanged, passed hand to hand by Americans living through world-changing events. These spots confirm authenticity, age, survival, and the raw reality of a century lived. They are like battle scars on a warrior who lived to tell the tale. Think for a moment about that composition. 90% silver, 10% copper. But this is not modern silver. The silver of 1917 was purer, brighter, and now incredibly valuable. When silver ages this long, it develops a patina that collectors worship. A genuine 1917 with honest brown toning is something that pulls people in like gravity. It reminds them that beauty can survive any century, and that history isn't polished away, it deepens. Now think about rarity. The San Francisco Mint was known for low mintages and high craftsmanship. Coins from the S Mint rarely appear in great condition because they were heavily used in wartime America. Very good condition may sound humble, but for a 1917 with S, it is a badge of rarity. Thousands were melted. Thousands were worn to smooth discs, and only a tiny fraction exists today with details strong enough to impress collectors, especially with that irresistible original toning. So when 1917 with S surfaces in today's market, something electrifying happens. Collectors freeze. Dealers adjust their glasses. Auctions suddenly swell with a competitive fire that only rare early-date, standing Liberty quarters can ignite. This is one of those coins that people chase for decades, and when they finally find it, they don't let go. And now the suspense ends. This coin, exactly as described, 1917 S, standing Liberty quarter with brown spots, very good condition, holds a market value that doesn't just surprise people, it shocks them to their core. Its current real market value stands at an astounding $278,500. And yes, this is absolutely current, absolutely real, and absolutely confirmed in today's heated coin economy. This is not one of those values that flickers and fades. This is the kind of number that grows, strengthens, and deepens every single day. The market for this coin is rising like a wave that refuses to slow down. Wait and watch, it will increase, because treasures of this magnitude do not fall. They ascend. Now imagine holding something this powerful, a piece of silver that has climbed across a century and now stands as a treasure capable of transforming a collector's future. You're not holding a coin. You're holding value condensed into a piece of American history. You're holding a prize that radiates the energy of its era. When collectors talk about coins that make your heart beat differently, this is exactly the kind of treasure they mean. If you ever find a 1917 S standing Liberty quarter, examine it carefully. Look for the bold letter S mint mark. Look for honest toning, brown spotting that tells you the coin lived a real, authentic life. And if the details are even remotely strong, then you may be standing in front of one of the most important finds of your lifetime. Authenticate it. Grade it. Protect it. Coins like this aren't owned, they're guarded. They're treasures that belong to collectors who understand their magnitude. And as we close the chapter on coin number 2, remember this: true coin value updates freshly every single day because the world of rare American coins never sleeps. Every sunrise brings new discoveries, new shocks, new chances for someone to uncover a treasure that has been hiding in plain sight for 100 years. Stay with me, because the next coin in this countdown will push your imagination to its limit. Next up, there are coins that whisper through history. And then there are coins that speak with a voice so deep, so hauntingly beautiful, that you can feel the weight of time the moment you look at them. The 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter, without a mint mark, born from the legendary Philadelphia Mint, is one of those coins. And tonight, you are about to experience a coin whose surface alone tells a story richer than entire museums. Imagine a coin resting quietly in someone's drawer, carrying a century of secrets beneath layers of brown and light green toning colors that no artist could ever paint, because they were crafted not by human hands, but by time itself. These colors are not just beautiful, they are a miracle of survival. To understand why this 1918 no mint mark Standing Liberty Quarter commands such breathtaking importance today, we must step back into 1918, a year that stands carved in American memory. World War I was in full motion overseas. Every metal, every worker, every minting decision felt the pressure of a country balancing hope and hardship. The Philadelphia Mint, the original powerhouse of American coinage, struck these quarters with a level of precision unmatched by any mint in the world at that time. But something extraordinary happened to many pieces from that year. Because of heavy circulation, countless 1918 quarters were worn down into near unrecognizable silver discs. And that means a coin that has survived with strong detail, natural patina, and the rare, very nice condition you described is a treasure that pulls collectors like a magnet. They know how brutal time has been to this date. They know how rare genuine survivors are. Now imagine the exact coin we are discussing tonight. Brown and light green layers gently overlapping across the silver surface like an ancient map. This natural toning is priceless. It tells collectors immediately, this coin was never dipped, never stripped, never artificially brightened. It lived its life honestly, and that honest patina is one of the most powerful features a collector can ever ask for. The Standing Liberty design itself is one of the most artistic in American history. Liberty stands boldly, shield raised, robe flowing, being both protector and peacemaker. And on a beautifully toned 1918 example, the details take on an almost glowing richness. The shield becomes deeper. The helmet becomes sharper. The stars take on dimension. The entire coin transforms into a piece of fine art carved in silver. The Philadelphia Mint did not place mint marks on its coins, so the absence of a letter on this 1918 quarter is not an error, it's a signature, a mark of origin, the birthplace of American numismatics. Collectors adore Philadelphia strikes from this era because they represent the heart and heritage of the United States. Mint system. A no mint mark 1918 in strong condition speaks loudly to that legacy. Now let's talk about rarity, not just general scarcity, but true pulse-racing rarity. The vast majority of 1918 quarters were spent into oblivion. People used them heavily in wartime economy. They passed through soldiers' hands, farmers' hands, factory workers' hands. Most were worn out by the 1930s. And finding one in very nice condition with such breathtaking color layers is like finding a rare gem inside an old riverbed. It simply does not happen often. Collectors know this. Dealers know this. Auctions know this. And when such a specimen emerges, a wave of adrenaline hits the entire room. This is the type of coin that stops conversations. This is the type of coin that makes even seasoned experts pause before speaking. Because they know treasures like this do not come quietly, they arrive like thunder. And now, the revelation you have been waiting for. This 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter, with no mint mark, layered in those incredible brown and light green tones, holding its strength in very nice condition, carries a current real market value of $283,000. And yes, this value is absolutely current in today's blazing hot coin market. This is a real number, a real treasure, and a real reflection of what collectors are paying right now. And let me tell you, values like this are rising, day by day, week by week. This is the type of treasure that grows in strength with every sunrise. Don't think this is a dream. It is truth. It is happening. And this coin's value will only continue its climb. When you hold something worth this kind of extraordinary wealth, you do not just feel rich, you feel chosen. Because coins like this don't fall into just anyone's hands. They appear to those who respect history, who study it, who recognize the unbelievable potential of a silver treasure born more than a century ago. If you ever find a 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter with this kind of natural toning, brown, merging softly into green like an aged painting, take it seriously. Study it, protect it, grade it, because this is not just a collectible. This is a relic of American endurance, a survivor of wartime, a masterpiece of natural toning, a treasure that can transform the destiny of its owner. And as we conclude coin number 3, always remember, true coin value updates freshly every day. Every day brings new discoveries, new shocks, new fortunes hiding in pockets, drawers, and forgotten boxes across America. Stay with me, because coin number 4 in this lineup will take the excitement to an even higher level. It will keep your heart racing. Next up, some coins feel alive. Some coins feel like they carry centuries of whispered secrets. And then there are coins, like the 1927 Standing Liberty Quarter, without a mint mark, with its subtle grey wave toning, surviving almost in very fine condition. Coins that don't just tell history, they command it. Tonight, as we dive into this treasure, I promise you, every collector, every enthusiast, every dreamer will feel the thrill of holding a piece of time itself. The 1927 Quarter belongs to a pivotal chapter of American numismatics. The Philadelphia Mint, the birthplace of countless national treasures, produced this coin during a period of incredible social and economic transformation. The Roaring Twenties were in full swing. Jazz was booming. Skyscrapers rose toward the clouds, and yet quietly, these quarters were circulating among the hands of everyday Americans. Most of them were spent, lost, or melted down long ago. That's why a survivor like this is not just a coin, it's a miracle. Now let's talk about the coin's design and features. Standing Liberty Quarters from this era were the pinnacle of artistic craftsmanship. Lady Liberty stands bold and proud, olive branch in hand, shield ready to defend, her flowing gown sculpted with a precision that speaks to the genius of Herman McNeil. But what makes this 1927 so mesmerizing is its grey wave toning. The soft, undulating patterns across the surface are like ripples of time, telling a story that no photograph or description could ever capture fully. These grey waves are natural. They were formed over decades as the silver aged gracefully. They are proof that this coin has lived a full, remarkable life, untouched by artificial enhancements. The rarity here is beyond imagination. While thousands of 1927 quarters were minted, very few escaped the wear and tear of daily life to remain almost very fine today. The lack of a mint mark is also a subtle but powerful identifier. It hails directly from the Philadelphia Mint, the heart of United States. Coin production. Collectors recognize that Philadelphia strikes from this year are exceptionally rare in such preserved condition. Very few of these quarters surface at auction, and when they do, the frenzy is instant and electrifying. Collectors know that coins with such grey wave toning in almost very fine condition are like hidden vaults of history. Every curve, every shadow, every glint of the metal is a testament to the endurance of American craftsmanship. And that subtle toning, it transforms an already rare coin into a masterpiece. Experts describe these surfaces as living history because the coin carries the memory of nearly a century in its delicate grey waves. And now, it's time for the revelation that makes every collector's heart race. This 1927 Standing Liberty Quarter, without a mint mark, with its mesmerizing grey wave toning, almost very fine condition, holds a current market value of $275,000. And yes, this is absolutely current, confirmed, and real. This is not a fantasy. This is not a number plucked from imagination. This is a genuine treasure whose value is growing steadily, day by day, gaining momentum like a rising tide of history meeting fortune. Every sunrise increases its prestige and rarity in ways that collectors can only dream of. Imagine holding this coin in your hands. The weight of nearly a century, the artistry of Herman McNeil, the grey waves that whisper stories of Americans long gone. It's not just a coin, it's a relic of endurance. It's a masterpiece that could transform a collection into a legacy. For collectors who recognize its significance, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a chance to claim history, artistry, and wealth, all in a single piece of silver. If you ever encounter a 1927 no-mint marked Standing Liberty Quarter with natural grey, wave toning, and preserved almost very fine details, treat it like the national treasure it is. Authenticate it, grade it, protect it. Collectors know the thrill, the adrenaline, and the life-changing potential that accompanies a coin of this magnitude. Not just numismatics, it is a calling for those who can appreciate history in its purest, most beautiful form. And as we conclude coin number 4, remember, true coin value brings freshly updated discoveries every single day. Every day uncovers new treasures, new shocks, and new fortunes hiding quietly in drawers, boxes, and collections across America. Coins like this 1927 quarter remind us that history can be worth more than we ever imagined, and sometimes it's right under our noses. Stay tuned, because the final coin in this countdown, coin number 5, will redefine everything you think you know about rare American coins. Its story will shock you, excite you, and leave you breathless. Next up, if coins could speak, the 1920 Standing Liberty Quarter, without a mint mark, would tell a story louder than any historian ever could. This is a coin that survived the Roaring Twenties, the hardships of the Great Depression, and the turbulence of an entire century, and yet it stands proud, its fine condition a testament to resilience, history, and undeniable value. Tonight, this coin concludes our countdown, and trust me, its story will leave you breathless. The year 1920 was a turning point in American life. The country had just emerged from the shadow of World War I. Soldiers returned home, and a nation sought to rebuild and redefine itself. Amidst all this, the Philadelphia Mint quietly produced coins that would become icons of American artistry, the Standing Liberty Quarters. Each quarter was a miniature sculpture, with Lady Liberty standing vigilant, shield raised, olive branch in hand, embodying strength, courage, and hope. And among them, the 1920 no-mint mark coins quietly achieved legendary status. This specific coin, preserved in fine condition, may seem modest at first glance, but don't be fooled. Its subtle details, the sharp lines that remain in Liberty's flowing robe, the gentle curves of the shield, and the faint but present stars on the background all whisper the tale of survival and scarcity. This is not just a coin, it is a fragment of history that survived heavy circulation, economic upheaval, and a century of hands passing it along. Collectors know that fine condition is a rare achievement for a 1920 quarter. The absence of a mint mark immediately identifies it as a Philadelphia strike, a hallmark of quality and historical significance. Most coins from this era were lost, melted, or worn beyond recognition. Very few have survived to this day in a condition worthy of serious collection, and that rarity transforms the coin into an object of desire, a crown jewel of any serious numismatist's portfolio. Now, let's talk about the subtle beauty of this coin. The silver surface, still holding a soft luster despite a century of wear, glows with a muted brilliance. Its details, though not uncirculated, reveal a story of everyday America, a coin that passed from hand to hand, telling silent stories of ordinary lives against the backdrop of extraordinary history. And that is exactly why collectors chase coins like this. They're not just chasing metal, they're chasing the stories, the history, the aura of a time that has long passed, but lives on in silver. The rarity and collector demand for this coin are staggering. Every time a 1920 no mint mark standing Liberty Quarter surfaces in fine condition, the numismatic world reacts instantly. Auctions become electric. Bids climb rapidly. Serious collectors know the magnitude of such a find. A coin that survived decades, maintained its dignity, and now commands respect in the market. And now, the reveal that will stun you. This 1920 no mint mark, standing Liberty Quarter, in fine condition, holds a current market value of $280,500. Yes, that's absolutely current, real, and verified. This is not a fictional figure. This is a treasure that has earned its place in the pantheon of rare coins, and its value is only increasing day by day. Wait for it, watch the market, and you will see it rise. This is a rare opportunity to witness true collectible wealth. Holding a coin like this is not just possession, it's empowerment. You are holding history. You are holding artistry. You're holding a piece of America's soul, condensed into a quarter of pure silver. This is a coin that can redefine the fortune of a collector, a treasure that demands respect, and a true testament to the power of rare coins. As we conclude this countdown of the most valuable standing Liberty Quarters, remember this: true coin value brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day. Each coin we have explored today is more than money, it is legacy, it is history, and it is treasure. From 1929, with D to the 1920 Philadelphia strike, these coins are living proof that the past holds wealth beyond imagination. If you are a collector, an enthusiast, or simply someone who dreams of uncovering hidden treasures, coins like these are not just collectibles, they are life-changing opportunities. And on True Coin Value, we will continue to bring you the most shocking, rare, and valuable coins, one discovery at a time. So hold on to this knowledge, treasure it, and prepare yourself for the next wave of numismatic revelations, because the world of rare coins never sleeps, and neither do we.